every miscommunication and every misunderstanding in this rap from beginning to end, from Freddie Gibbs to Chief Keef to whomever, whether it was a miscommunication, a misunderstanding, we've talked in person. The only nigga I have not seen yet is Kid Cudi. Right? Royce, you have my phone number. I unfollowed you on Instagram because we need some space. I'm not trying to hear the shit you saying. I'm not trying to be in the room for slick extra shit or your brother talking shit or this nigga talking some shit. I'm not finna immerse myself in that. God has over the past few days been trying to keep me like, nigga, look at this glacier. Like, all right, God, I got you. Like, look at the glacier, nigga. Stop looking at this. Don't stop. You gotta stop talking about this shit, man. Right? You gotta just, I'm not trying to lecture you. And this isn't advice. Somewhere along the road, like, remember we had that conversation where you was like, we going back and forth, heated. And I'm asking you, like, what conversation did I miss about the struggle, about life, about manhood, about whatever? Like, what makes you think in the past 40 years that I've been on this earth and the immense amount of shit that I've seen, that I haven't went through everything that you fucking talking about? From the streets to fucking school to fucking bitches to money to fucking Illuminati to the government to wherever you want to take it. I've been in every room and have been purview to conversations with the mob to fucking politicians. Like, what conversations did I miss to make you think that I'm trying to sidestep some shit, or I don't know what I'm talking about, or I'm your little brother, or I need some type of guidance in this fucking game? Right? Niggas always quick to say, who you talking to? Who the fuck you think you talking to? My rebuttal is, nigga, who the fuck do you think is talking? That's why we need to have a distance. It's not a malicious distance. It's just that certain shit, they reach its point and it's like, these two niggas are too active. Maybe it's too much alpha male energy or some shit. But these niggas need to be separated. With that said, man, stop talking about me. Right? If you ain't gonna keep the story straight, if you got a different agenda on some energy shit and you got a reputation to uphold and you know niggas ain't finna honor that shit, then what's the point? The crazy shit is, why does Lupe bring up EO Dub? Here he go with this EO Dub shit, right? Here he go with this EO Dub shit. Why don't he fuck with URL? Why don't he do the shit on you? Why he keep talking this EO Dub shit? Why he keep talking this EO Dub shit? Your main complaint now is that niggas dissed you. That niggas got personal. That it was just supposed to be a lyrical exhibition, which never was said. Never was said. For this whole month since niggas been talking, not one line about, or one word, or one, you find me alive from any niggas rants from Mickey to RJ to me to whoever the fuck was involved in this whole situation where anybody ever said that this was meant to be a lyrical exhibition. Nigga, we weren't even supposed to be battling. We weren't even supposed to be having verses against each other, let alone whatever the content was supposed to be. None of this shit was supposed to happen. Why does he say EO Dub? Why has Lupe been championing and saying that EO Dub should be the space for this from the beginning? Because at EO Dub, unlike URL, you're not allowed to diss. Let that sink in. It's in the rules. You're not allowed to diss. Because it's not a battle. It's an exhibition of skill. That's what I've been pushing this whole fucking time. You can ask the niggas who run EO-Dub. Ask Osiris. Ask Sun Tzu. You cannot ask Ninja Words. You cannot diss. They don't allow it. So ain't no taking it personal. Ain't no personal shots. What you take personally is at the end of the battle, or excuse me, the end of the event, you didn't win. You could take that personally, but people don't take it personally. All them niggas is friends. If your complaint, follow the logic. If your complaint is that you wanted to be better than niggas and you wanted to battle, the first thing I said to you was, hey man, you should go to EO-Dub, the best rapper in the world, the best rapper on paper in the world right now. And at any time, whether it be next year, 5 years ago, on paper, it's the dudes who win EO-Dub. Right? They're the best rappers on paper, objectively. In our space, there's no way to prove that. There is. That's half of the reason niggas, because they don't want the objective best. Right? They don't want to actually put some shit on the line and actually be like, no, nigga, it's her. And you like, but it's me. It's my mixtape. Follow the logic. Hey, man, you want to be the best? The best rappers are at EO-Dub. You can't diss. So there's nothing to get personal about. You don't even, for half the battle, half the event, I keep calling it a battle, but you said it's not a battle, Lupe. Get your shit together. Like, you're right. For half the competition, it is a comp RL. You can go up and diss niggas, talk about niggas' mamas and how you gonna kill niggas and kill kids and shoot motherfuckers and do all type of shit. I mean, if you want to incorporate that into your pieces, that, freedom of speech is a motherfucker. You can say whatever you want, but that's not the piece. But again, follow the logic. Lupe, get your shit together. Follow the logic. If you're easily triggered, if you don't want to get dissed, if you don't want personals thrown around, if you don't want to be in a position that you're in right now, EO-Dub is perfect. It's perfect. For half of the competition, you don't even know what you're going to say until you get there. You only prep for 2 things. It's 5 shits you got to do. 3 of those 5 shits, you don't even know what you're going to do until you get there. Right? You got to go off the energy of the crowd and the people on stage and what they're doing in that particular moment. It's perfect. It's the perfect setting. Look what happens when you don't go to a place like EO-Dub. And ain't no constraints. And ain't no structure to it. Ain't no understanding that beefs get out of hand. So why don't we start something where niggas can't even diss each other so the shit don't get out of hand, but niggas can still flex lyrically and go crazy. Fair for everyone. As opposed to just having niggas in different camps and niggas who can have side conversations and use their street influence to press niggas or try and sun niggas on some other shit. It's like, nigga, why don't we just eliminate this? The street niggas ain't gonna come because they think this shit is lame. Great. Your niggas, that's the point. Y'all niggas not even supposed to be fucking in here. Y'all skew the shit too much. Because when a nigga is upside your fucking head, not on lyrically, now y'all want to talk about punching niggas and having fights and shooting at niggas and shit like that. Come on, B. That's why the shit is there. That's why it exists. Right? You got niggas that URL punching each other in the fucking face on stage. I love my man Mav Hoffa, but he punched a lot of motherfuckers, man. Right? Punchline king for real, but goddamn, man. You don't remember that shit? You just mad because I'm styling on you. Because the 40 cal and bop, niggas is getting that. Ain't mad to do that. But that shit, like, nah, let's create a space, a safe space, where shit like that don't happen. And niggas can still get their rocks off and just float on shit. But nah, niggas want to have goofy ass, I'm gonna shoot you like it's safe. Nigga, that shit's not cool to say. It's not cool to say, man. It's not cool to say. I'm not honoring that shit. I'm not riding with no nigga talking about he finna shoot a nigga while he holding the sun and shit like that. Like, it may seem like you beating a dead horse, but that's the difference between me and you. And probably me and a bunch of other niggas. Right? Who can't understand. It's different kinds of street niggas, man. You got niggas with hearts of gold. You got street niggas. Man, I talk to niggas. We talk about Dragon Ball Z all day. I don't even know what the fuck I don't even know what they be talking about. Stone cold solid motherfuckers. We talking about Dragon Ball Z. And niggas is getting all into the intricacies of Dragon Ball Z narratives and shit. Right? Street niggas who are just mentally insane. Right? Street niggas who, and women who are just like extremely cool, low key, will kill everybody in the house and go to sleep on the bodies and shit. Like, yeah, you know, just have to kill a bunch of niggas. Like, it's different paths. It's a street nigga who will walk past. Man, I remember the shit was so poignant, so poignant, bro. Rest in peace, Kato, man. It was riding around with Kato, and every time we got to a church, and I would do this. I would do it at cemeteries. We banging music and shit, riding, vibing. Every time he would drive past a church, he would turn the music down. And then we would ride past the church silent. And then when we got past the church, he'd turn that shit back up. I was like, y'all do the same thing at cemeteries. When I drive past cemetery, I cut the music down. You know, paying respect, understanding that there's context and there's rules and shit. And even the most streetiest street nigga you've ever streeted in the streets with 2 streets and 7 streets and 18 streets and niggas who got whole cities on lock. Niggas is like, yeah, there's still a little part of me that understands the basics. It's a little part of me that understands the humility. It's a little bit of understanding of the power and the influence that I have and how to yield it correctly, how to wield it correctly, and how to yield to certain situations and give. I done been in situations with Chill where niggas have said the wildest shit. We out of town. Niggas just say we out of town. I'm looking like motherfucking Mr. T and shit. Just motherfucking flooded, right? We on the set. Niggas just say some just slick extra shit that needed not be said. Just for the kicks. Just for the laughs of the shit. Like, just said some wild shit. And I'm looking like, oh shit, it's about to go down. Right? Chill looked at that shit. And was like, okay. And left that shit alone. Right? And to this day, that happened like fuck